5 weather.
And after a small little break from the high fire danger today, as expected, windier, warmer, also very low humidity, all adding up to bring back those red flag warnings. These are in effect for El Paso and Pueblo counties, as well as the eastern and southeastern plains until 7 o'clock this evening. Humidity continues to lower even into this late afternoon hour, 10 to 15% expected in most areas, gusts around 35 to 50. Really the higher end of those gusts have been down across the eastern plains. Gusts here along the interstate generally around 25 to 35. And as we mentioned, red flag warnings in effect until 7 o'clock tonight. Now, I was tempted to bring the fire danger threat level down to low tomorrow, but we do have thunderstorms that are possible in and around southern Colorado during the afternoon and the threat for dry lightning. So because of that and that ability to create a spark, I'm going to keep us elevated tomorrow, but humidity should be a bit higher than what we're seeing today. Then Thursday to Friday, the winds come screaming back, almost a repeat of what we saw late last week with the critical to maybe extreme fire danger at times, especially by Friday. Then we drop it down a notch back to elevated threat levels as we head towards the start of the weekend. Right now in the Springs, aside from the wind, it's a very comfortable Tuesday afternoon, right? 70 degrees, pretty much as good as it gets, but that wind is coming out of the south now at about 21 miles per hour. I think the wind sensor not doing too well in Pueblo. Doesn't look too calm to me as the winds are moving the flags around quite a bit. At the Riverwalk, temperature outside is at 73 degrees. We can see current conditions in Canyon City on this hazy Tuesday afternoon. We have 72 degrees outside. Humidity here has dropped down to 16%. Also very dry along the Palmer Divide, 17% humidity with mid-60s at that Monument Hill sensor. We're watching a disturbance coming out of the west, and this will push high pressure a little further to the east during the day on Wednesday. Again, the chance for some isolated storms here into parts of southern Colorado. Then this deeper trough of low pressure, which still looks to take this northern track, interacts with the area as we head towards Thursday and Friday, really causing more of a wind event than any sort of widespread precipitation. As for tomorrow's rain threat, starts out generally quiet, but look what happens by the afternoon. A few very isolated showers developing around the middle of the day for the mountain areas. Then this moisture is expected to move east, and I think the better dew points, the better instability here across the eastern plains where it gets rather warm. Here we could get thunderstorms that maybe generate some very gusty winds, some of that dangerous cloud to ground lightning into the afternoon hours, possibly hail in excess of an inch in diameter. Your overnight lows tonight dropping down to the mid-40s in the Springs and Pueblo, much more mild than what we saw last night. Even some low 50s in play for the eastern plains. All areas tomorrow warming up another 5 to 10 degrees, expecting mid-70s for the Springs, upper 70s for Canyon City, and mid-60s around Woodland Park and Teller County. Now, on your 7-day forecast here in Colorado Springs, we continue to warm Thursday. By Friday, well, the wind comes screaming back into the forecast region. For Pueblo, we go from the low 80s to the middle 80s. Then that system Friday brings a cold front through the region, so it gets very windy and it starts to cool a little bit as we head towards the weekend. That'll drop us back down to the low 70s with still periods of gusty wind extending into next week. So still no big break from this drier, windier pattern as we look at the extended in Canyon City. Just a one and done shot of precip. Otherwise, periods of gusty or breezy days expected through early next week. And for Woodland Park, we've got a chance of rain here Wednesday, then potentially something cooking up as we head towards the end of the weekend or early next week, but nothing that really is going to help us on the bigger grand scheme of things, Allison. No drought busters and no big shakeup to this current dry, windy pattern.
Which is a bummer because we certainly need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Alan, thank you. When police or the DA's office need